for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today with another Pro v Pro head-to-head matchup. This time it's going to be a battle of the Siege players, as we have in one corner Woody. He's been on the channel before, and on the other corner we have Patriots34. He's also been on the channel before, so this ought to be a really good showdown. I asked you guys on Twitter who you thought the best Siege players were, and you know, by far the most votes were really split between both of these players, so this should be a great showdown. You can see we have Woody playing Mortar down on the bottom, and I think, knowing Patriots34, he's going to be playing an Xbow deck up at the top. Now this is going to be a best of 5. It should be a great match, and it's going to be Siege versus Siege. Now these players do have the option of changing their decks, but knowing these guys, I think they're probably going to stick with Siege. Believe it or not, rumor actually has it, guys, that Woody has a tattoo of a Mortar on one butt cheek and an Xbow on the other butt cheek. Unbelievable. I mean, I wouldn't make this stuff up if it wasn't real, guys. You know, I mean, that's the rumor at least. So anyway, back to the match, Ash. Back to the match. So Woody actually starting here with a slight lead. You can see a little bit more damage done to Patriots' right tower there via that Mortar, and a nice log there to kind of chip away at that Xbow's health. You can't let an Xbow lock onto your tower, even if it's only for like 5 or 10 seconds. It does a heck of a lot of damage. Even though every individual shot isn't doing a lot, it adds up quickly. I'm sure we've all been there where we kind of leave an Xbow at, you know, maybe like 20% health, thinking, whatever, I'll just, you know, kind of recoup my elixir, and next thing you know, there's 600 damage off your tower, and you're like, holy crap. So we don't want that to happen. That's why it was a smart Ice Spirit and log on Woody's part there. So both of the players kind of getting a little bit more chip damage with their Siege. Mortar for Woody and Xbow for Patriots. Who are you guys rooting for in this one? I know Patriots was a bit of a controversial guest. I can't have him on again and not mention that, but he did a little bit of BMing, but you know, it looks like he's probably going to be behaved in this match, and truthfully, guys, he is actually a really good guy, so, you know, don't be too hard on him from that video back then. I'm really excited to have both of these players stepping up to the plate for this challenge, because, you know what, it's not easy to do this. It's not easy to kind of put your name on the line and perform when you know that there's tens of thousands of people who are going to be watching this video. And it looks like Patriots34 strikes first there. Now Woody is at full elixir before he deployed the Barbarians and the Mortar, and oh, that was a really good fireball there by Patriots. A lot of value there. Now you guys know this, but being a Siege player, it is very difficult to make a comeback once you're at a 1-tower deficit. You can see Patriots plays the defensive Xbow there, knowing that the match is already in hand, so it looks like Patriots34 is going to take the first of these two battles. Good game, both of these guys being good sports, so they are clanmates after all. You guys know that Woody is the leader of Reddit Alpha. Woody and Patriots both actually have a YouTube channel, and I think Woody is streaming, or at least he's getting into streaming, so I'm going to make sure I include all of that information. Let me just wish them a good game there. Very good job by both of those guys there in the first match. A 1-0 victory for Patriots34. I don't think we'll be seeing any 3-stars here. I mean, it is Siege after all. Now, like I said, they can switch things up here, but I have a hunch that they're probably going to go with Siege. So Woody is ready, it looks like. Patriots34 says wait, so maybe he's making some last-minute adjustments to his deck there. I think it'd be pretty rude if I requested cards as a guest. What do you guys think about that? Is it rude to request cards as a guest? Is there kind of like a clash etiquette policy here? I'm not going to do it. So, but anyway, Reddit Alpha, great clan. again, shout out to all of those guys. They're some of my biggest tournament participants in terms of, you know, they have a lot of winners of my tournament, so they're definitely a really skilled clan. If you're looking for a clan, be sure to check these guys out. Now, while we're waiting for Patriots34, I do want to say a huge thank you to India. That's right, the whole country of India, because you guys have catapulted in my viewer demographics all the way from 4th most views all the way to 2nd, and let me tell you guys, you are now 1/3 the amount of views as the United States is for me. So my Indian viewer base, I hate the word fan base, my Indian viewer base is skyrocketing, so I have to give a ton of love to my Indian viewers. Thank you so much, guys. If you're one of my Indian viewers, let me know in the comments so I can show you some love. There's actually literally a love button now that I can use as a content creator on YouTube. I'm not sure if you saw like the new community tab on YouTube, not to get too much off track here as we hop into the second match, but it's pretty cool. Instead of just thumbs upping comments as a content creator, I can actually give you a symbol on the on your comments. So anyway, my Indian viewers, let yourselves be known, and let me show you some love. If you're not Indian and maybe you're from somewhere else in the world, let me know where you're from. I'm curious, guys. I'll go back when I'm editing this video and try to post a listing of my demographics by views. I did that a while ago, and a lot of you guys seemed to like it. So Woody has, okay, well, Patriots34 has switched to the Mortar. Woody, I wonder if he switched to Xbow or if he's not playing Siege at all. I would guess that he's probably going to be playing Siege. I mean, does Woody play anything else? I mean, after I gave you that information about his tattoos, I would find it hard to believe that he'd be playing, you know, golem barrels up in here. So we're just going to assume that he's playing either the Mortar again or the Xbow. So he added the Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower, a pretty decent counter to another Siege deck, obviously playing it right on the bridge, or excuse me, on the lane, like he's doing right there. But you can see Patriots34, a very skilled Xbow and Mortar player in his own right, and he knows how to protect that Mortar. He knew the Inferno Tower was coming, so he had a ton of firepower to kind of combo with the Mortar to keep it alive. Now, Woody does a great job of using that Ice Golem to distract the Mortar. Ice Golem against the Siege deck is really valuable, no matter if they're playing Xbow or Mortar. Obviously, Royal Giant, a little bit of a different story. So let's direct our attention to the right lane here, and you can see the Hidden Tesla. Now, Hidden Tesla, another really underrated and absolutely dominating defensive structure against a Siege deck. You saw, guys, how quickly that Hidden Tesla took down that Xbow there by Woody, so very good job, and this is going to be a little bit of trouble here for Woody, I think. That was a nice fireball, but he's still going to end up getting 2 or 3 hits with that Mortar onto the right tower, so we're kind of tied up, really close to tie right now, and there it is. That's what I call a Mortar cycle deck, by the way, guys. If you want a good Mortar cycle deck, go ahead and pick up the one that Patriots is using here. It looks like a fun deck, and Woody here, not a bad deck himself. He has a lot of protective weapons for that Xbow. He has both the Ice Golem and the Ice Spirit. He has minions and the Mega Minions, so interesting deck composition there if you just look at every card there that he has. So what is going to happen here? Now, Patriots just got another Mortar down, and those minions are going to come in very handy for Patriots. Take down that Inferno Tower, or get it to very low HP at least, and this is going to open up that tower to be targeted by the Mortar, at least for a hit or 2 here. Now, the Mega Minion almost gets to the tower as well, and there it is. It's the Mortar cycle, guys. So the Mortar is already back down again. Very nice Ice Golem placement. Obviously, the Mortar's not going to be targeting the minions, so it locks right onto the tower there. So Woody's going to need to do something here. He has the Ice Golem. He gets back to the minions. The minions now on that Mortar, thankfully, but is it going to be too late? Nice log there by Woody, and there's the fireball, and that ends it. It puts Patriots34 up 2-0. So what do you think, guys? Is this turning out the way you thought it would? I kind of thought Woody might come out strong here, but Patriots34 being pretty patient in the first match, and the second match being super aggressive. Woody barely having the time to get the Xbow down before Patriots is on top of him with another mortar. So, you know, what you want to be paying attention to throughout both of these, all of these matches here, guys, is just how well these players do, A, at assessing what the other guy is going to be playing, and B, protecting their siege win conditions. So you're not playing the Xbow, you're not playing the mortar when you have no elixir to protect it. Both of these guys very savvy, making sure they first learn their opponent's rotation while they're playing a little bit more passively, and then they learn the best counters and try to predict them as we go further into the match. So during this third match, that's what I want you guys to pay attention to. Basically, the counters that they use, the combos that they use, along with their siege win conditions, assuming they both go siege. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and come back to you when they're into the third match, so be right back. Alright guys, so here we are at match 3. It is underway, so oh boy, this is do or die here for Woody. It's best of 5, and Patriots is currently up 2-0. So what adjustments is Woody going to have to make here is the question. So right off the bat, another aggressive start here for Patriots. He's playing his Ice Golem, and then immediately in the same lane, he plays his Xbow, but very nice defense there by Woody using both, it seems. Oh, look at this, the trifecta, the siege trifecta. He has the mortar protected by the Inferno Tower as well as the Hidden Tesla, but look at that other Hidden Tesla played by Patriots34. Again, just goes to show you how good the Hidden Tesla is against the siege units. So Hidden Tesla, the fire rate is just incredible. It can take down that mortar very quickly. So again, it looks like Patriots just kind of cycling here. Fire Spirits and Skeleton played behind the King Tower, and it looks like we all know what's on Patriots' mind. He wants to cycle back to the Xbow faster than Woody can get his mortar down again. And, you know, oh, look at this, a tornado spell. Interesting here by Patriots. Playing the tornado against a siege deck. You know, it sounds like it might not be that useful, but you gotta remember, pulling the attacking units away from your siege units, that could actually have utility, and I don't think that Patriots would play the card if you hadn't tested it out beforehand. So let's see how this works. Now, a tornado, right, well, he used Zap against the Skeleton Army, but I was gonna say tornado would have worked against the Skeleton Army as well there, and again, it looks like Patriots is gonna capitalize on that Mega Minion coming around, hitting that right tower, and the Xbow is now locked onto the tower. That's a lot of damage on poor Woody's right tower. And you can see again here, guys, just like the previous match, Patriots opting to go with a much cheaper deck than Woody. Don't know the average elixir cost off the top of my head, but obviously Xbow being the only relatively expensive card in the entire deck, he has a few 2-cost cards. He has Ice Golem, he has Skeletons, he has Fire Spirits, he has obviously Zap Spell, Tornado as well. So just a lot of protecting combinations to drop with that Xbow for Patriots. If you guys are looking for a fun, little bit of a different type of Xbow deck, again, I would recommend this deck that Patriots is using right here. See if you can have some success with it. It can be very difficult, and now with only 30 seconds left, it's going to be incredibly difficult for Woody to make this comeback here, and it looks like it may be a Pro v Pro sweep here. Don't want to speak too soon, but hey, time is kind of dwindling here. Only just about 10 seconds left for Woody. He needs to make something huge happen, and you know what? It doesn't look like he's gonna be able to come through here and take down Patriots in this match or in the previous 2 matches. So it looks like Patriots34 sweeps. Now, huge props here to Woody. Huge props to Patriots34. These guys are both stellar players. Just wanted to thank them and thank Reddit Alpha for hosting me for this showdown. Guys, I gotta ask you, Do you know any pro Siege players that maybe you want to see face off against Patriots34? So let me know, or let me know if you want to see any other Pro v Pro matchup. I will tell you this, guys, before I let you go, that Jordan has agreed to accept the challenge put down by Surgical Goblin to have a Pro v Pro between them as well. So I will be recording that and bringing that to you probably this coming weekend. So stay tuned for that, and let me know, guys, if you made it to the end, you got to let me know. Who do you want in that one? Jordan versus Surgical Goblin. Now, both of those guys are 2-0 on Pro v Pro challenges, so that can only mean one thing. One of these two guys will no longer be undefeated. So who do you got in that one? Let me know in the comments, guys, and be sure to check out the description. I will include the links to when Woody and Patriots34 were on my channel previously. If you want to listen to their pro tips, Patriots34 discussed siege decks and strategy revolving around the Xbow, and Woody came on. He did give some Xbow advice as well towards the end of the video, but he talked about card popularity and basically the ladder breakdown of card popularity in the current meta. So be sure to check that out as well. Again, the links will be in the description. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and as always, take care, guys.